questions.
Yeah, I thought, obviously a solid game. I thought the first quarter looked like, first game of the season, a lot of nerves and jitters. I thought, with our sloppy play and a lot of turnovers. But, I thought we settled in as a team in the second quarter. When you talk about goal, I think we outscored them 30-4. And, Blair was able to get us started with the big three. And I thought we were able to kind of feed off of that run with a lot of momentum. Obviously fun to be able to watch so many players contribute in different ways. Steph with her double-double, and I just thought the toughness that she played with tonight. I thought Chanise coming in and as a freshman, really handled the duties at the point and really played poised in her first game. So a lot of great things for us to be able to build upon moving on.
Coach, without having watched the tape, what are some of the big things that you've learned about this team? You said you're going to be doing that a lot early this season.
Obviously, we want to take better job with taking care of the basketball. 21 turnovers is way too many, with how we want to play. But, I liked our fight. I really liked how we locked in the second quarter and really played extremely hard. But definitely, I like how we rebounded and shared the ball in that second and third quarter. So a lot of things for us to be able to build upon.
Did you feel there was anything that changed from quarter one to quarter two, or was it just sort of settling in and starting to knock down shots and that just becoming contagious among the team?
Yeah, you could, how we were presenting is not how we've been in our exhibition games as well as our practices. So sometimes we make moments bigger than what we should when they've been those same things that we've been worked on. We just make it a bigger moment in our mind. But I did think that we settled down and really kind of came together, and I thought that was the difference in the second quarter.
Obviously, this is a huge statement win for you guys going in and winning the first game of the season, but looking forward to Monday against South Carolina, playing national champions. How do you think this win affects your mindset going into that game?
I think, it helps us to get a game under our belt, and I think just like every game is going to help us this season, the next game, on our schedule is South Carolina, and I know that'll be an easy game for our players to get up to. And I know they're looking forward to it. But for us, it's, just every day approaching it the same in terms of what our practices and our game mentality needs to look like.
Any questions for the players? Some water. Here. Mark, can you give me some water, please?
I guess for any of the players, did you guys feel the energy change at all between the first and second quarter? Because there was obviously a big difference in how the team played.
Yeah, I'll say that our second quarter was once we started converting turnovers into offense, our energy started changing, and like Coach Brenda said, once Blair made that three, our energy was on another level, and that's what we have to start the game off with first to keep our energy going.
Yeah, I think that once we got stops, that really got us settled in, and we just started getting our rhythm on offense too, and that just led us into the rest of the game.
Yeah, to piggyback off of that, I think we fed off of each other really well, off of each other's successes, and then we kind of just went from there.
Do you guys think that the way the team, you guys played really well in the second and the third, do you think the way you guys were playing dropped off a little bit in the fourth quarter?
I'd say I played a little bit. It was a little softer in the fourth, but I feel like at the end we kind of picked it up a little bit. And as the season goes on, then that's something that we definitely have to work on as a group, definitely.
Yeah, I think that we played our best this game in the second and third quarter, and that we just need to be more consistent throughout the whole game.
Stephanie, you had 18 rebounds this game, and as a team too, you guys out-rebounded them 60-42, and the presence in the paint was huge. How do you think the presence in the paint and your play, along with all the other forwards and centers plays, affected the game as a whole?
I think that me, Bree, Kyla, and even the guards, just them crashing the boards hard, getting rebounds, getting us second chances for on offense, is huge for us, and just like getting stops on defense and not letting them get second chance opportunities.
Chanise, your first regular season game, your level of comfort. I know you haven't had a chance to check out the film, but your first impressions of how things went.
It didn't feel like my first season game since I've been here since the summer and the Taiwan trip and everything. So I was just carrying that confidence from Taiwan over to the first game, which led me into the comfort I was in. So.
Chanise, what went through your mind when you knocked down that first shot, the 3-0, that big run, just, excitement, what was the thought process?
Time to play defense, get a stop. That's what went through my mind. Just keep on playing.
Blair, after that first quarter, was it someone on the bench or someone, one of you guys on the sidelines who said, we kind of need to calm things down, or did that come from Brenda, or did anyone say anything, I guess?
Yeah, that definitely came from Coach B. Got our minds right, told us like, we're good, we got this, cool, calm, and collected as always, and we kind of just went after that and got after it.
Blair, you started super early and you started big something that happened. How did you manage to stay engaged?
Like Brenda always says, don't worry about the misses, you just keep right down and keep working, and I feel like that's what I definitely did, and I definitely fed off my teammates' energy and just rode away from there.
For Blair and Stephanie, just since she's being modest, what did you see out of your freshman point guard today? What did you see out of Chanise today, and how did she carry herself, maybe beyond her years, I guess?
She definitely carries herself with poise, and we can always lift her and have confidence in her bringing up the ball or whatever she's doing. And definitely got to thank you for that.
Yeah, I think that she was playing really confident today, and I like to see that, and see her grow throughout the year.
This is a question, that anyone thinks for all of you. The scoring was really distributed tonight. What do you guys think that says about you as a team, how you share the ball and things like that?
I think that says to all of us that we're all the leaders on this team, and we all have something to contribute. And at the end of the night, it's all of us instead of just one.
Yeah, I think she
Hit on the head.
Coach, you touched on some of the things that didn't go as well earlier. What are the big things you can improve before South Carolina comes in on Monday?
I mean, like I said earlier, you can't have 21 turnovers in a competitive contest that come down to possessions, and that's an area that I thought we got better as the game went on. I chalked this one up to the nervousness that we won't have on Monday, because we'll be ready to come out from the start. Otherwise, you'll dig yourself in a big hole. So we've got to be better, in a lot of areas, especially taking care of the ball and defensively. We had some really easy breakdowns tonight that we can't afford to have. But again, perspective that we are. Every team right now is early into the season in terms of kind of learning it as we go.
Coach, what needs to happen mentally between now and right before Monday's game?
I don't know if anything. I know this team, knows every time they step out on the floor, they're going to come out and they're going to compete, and they're going to compete to win. So I don't really think anything changes for us in terms of when you watch our practices and, how we've been able to compete. It's just fine-tuning some of these little things, which I think both teams are going to be aware of it with the second game of the season.
Coach, do you think that any new leaders emerged in the team tonight?
I think a big thing we've talked about is that nobody has to do it by themselves this year. Everybody's a leader and a captain for us, and they get that, and they understand it, and they take the ownership. And so that's kind of the neat thing of how our team's been built, is they're collectively going to do it together this season.